Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? Because you won't fucking shut up! I mean, my God! Ever since I reviewed the first Ghost Rider movie, all you guys have been saying is, review Ghost Rider 2, review Ghost Rider 2, it's so much worse than the first one. Well, fine, you barking dogs of entitlement! Here's the goddamn DVD, here's the goddamn remote, let's goddamn watch it! By God, a British person!
Hello, critic.
MikeJ? From Shameful Sequels? On thatguywiththeglasses.com? Born in 1984, MikeJ enjoyed a simple childhood.
Enough of that. Critic, I found a way to record myself onto every Ghost Rider 2 DVD in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually quite easy.
Huh.
I've done it because no reviewer, not even the Nostalgia Critic who has re-reviewed about 10 films I reviewed, but we'll just ignore that altogether because I can let things go like that, should have to sit through this flaming skull of dog shit alone.
Wait, how do you know everything I'm going to say?
Because this movie's actually so repetitive and predictable, it's actually given me the ability to predict everything in the world, which is mediocre.
Wait a minute, that means you think I'm mediocre!
Yeah, but you get the views.
Oh yeah? Well, if you think you can predict everything that's mediocre, predict how many fingers I'm about to hold up.
1.
Again.
1.
Again.
2.
Again!
An unopened Game Boy, a roll of Hello Kitty duct tape and an Optimus Prime doll.
God damn it!
Trust me, critic, you need help on this one. Whereas the first film was underwhelming and silly, this one is painful and obnoxious. For every problem they tried to fix from the last movie, 2 more just as ridiculous take its place. It's ludicrous, it makes no sense, and it's a pain in the ass to sit through. Nobody, not even you re-reviewing prick, should review it on their own.
You know, the only other issue I have is that you're a Brit wanting to do a crossover. That might anger another Brit wanting to do a crossover.
What, Film Brain? Don't worry about him, he's gonna be out of commission for a while.
The laboratory mice! The cheese have been spliced! The pinky and the brain!
So, critic, are you ready once again to see the hideous lengths Nicolas Cage is willing to go to for a paycheck?
Isn't that the call of every Nicolas Cage movie?
This is Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
And I hate it already. 1 second in, gotta be a new record. That fucking fast speed editing. Do you really think your audience is so ADD that even the film logo is too slow for them to watch? Why don't you just speed up the whole fucking movie like, I was Ghost Rider, bye!
Actually, that would have been better.
Yeah, they probably should have done that. But nope, we get our drawn-out movie starting in the leftover castle from Blood Rain, where a biker, played by Idris Elba, rides in.
You found the boy?
Oh my god, it's Heimdall from Thor!
No, it's not. It's just the same actor.
No, all the Marvel movies must be connected! He came through the Rainbow Bridge to have Ghost Rider join the Avengers. This created a time paradox where the Human Torch became Captain America, Bruce Banner would get plastic surgery, twice, and Howard the Duck would exist in a universe where he can actually be funny. What doesn't make sense about that?
Why Stan Lee was in Princess Diaries 2.
Damn that movie. Always fucking up the Marvel canon.
We see the writer, named Moreau, enter a monastery full of what I'm now considering the cinematic kiss of death, cyber monks. Because they went over so well in 2 Dennis Rodman movies, clearly they've proven to pass the test of time.
In a few days, the winter solstice will be past, and with it the hour of the prophecy.
The Ministry is led, oddly enough, by Rupert from Buffy, but bad guys break in and try to tear the place apart. Was this whole scene shot by a bobblehead doll?
Yeah, the camera person must have gotten off a tilt-a-whirl before shooting this scene.
Where's a cop? Where's our camera?
Where are they?
No, Teco. Benedict.
Shut up!
So, was it worth adding that extra 0 in your checkbook to get Anthony Head for that role?
To his credit, he did look eager not to be shot in this film.
A mother and her boy escape with the bad guys chasing them, but luckily Moreau has a bullshit way to get rid of them.
Thank God this part slowed down so I can shoot the car easier.
We get our opening credits as Cage narrates the backstory, figuring you probably fell asleep during the first one and don't remember it.
I'm the guy who made the deal with the devil.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Doesn't this kid watch movies? Does this ever work out fine? Let's just say good judgment was not exactly my forte.
I mean, have you seen my IMDb page? It's a train wreck.
We then see Cage meet up with Moreau, who seems to be alive and uninjured.
How the bloody shit is that possible?
If not for the intervention of God.
Okay, the tree saving him is dumb enough, but why the hell did they play the French national anthem?
Maybe it was a French tree?
Oh, bonjour, black man. I take it you are doing the tour flats. Ho ho ho.
Moreau wants him to find the boy who escaped earlier and protect him, but Cage has reservations going after a child since the last time he tried to do that.
We are prepared to give to you the one thing you want most of this world. Bring us the boy, and we will lift your curse.
Bring us the girl with it! Oh, I knew you were gonna say that!
Yeah, geeky minds think alike and all that. What's it from?
So Cage agrees to the deal as the boy's mother, named Nadia, tries to schmooze over horny McPerv here.
I noticed you were, looking at me, yes?
Was I?
Are you Roma, Gypsy? I have a lot of money.
Yeah. Hey, Mommy.
I am...
This has been another episode of Cock Blocker. Join us next time with a woman who can't stop talking about her genital warts.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're not enforcing the stereotype that all gypsies are thieves.
What the hell?
Oh, this is just all part of that hit and run editing.
That what?
Hit and run editing, where the director is so afraid to lose your attention even for a second that he'll speed up and slow down the film under the pretense that it's somehow artsy.
Oh my god, it's everywhere! Even in scenes where nothing's going on!
Especially in scenes where nothing's going on. It's like the editor thinks that he's some sort of rock star and the fast forward button is his amazing instrument.
Behold, I am Cut Storm, and I will rock you with my extreme editing. Look at that. How did I do that? It's because I'm amazing. Now we're going to this shot. Or maybe we're going to this shot. Maybe we're in 3 different shots at once. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Whooshity, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. How am I doing all of this? You will never know. It is the magic of Cut Storm. Tune in next time as I improve The Great Gatsby and submit Baz Luhrmann as not an annoying asshat. Cut Storm.
But the bad guys catch up with them and hold them at gunpoint. But Cage arrives in time as the writer to put a stop to it.
It's the Mr. Skullhead Show, starring him, Mr. Skullhead.
Did Ghost Rider get into the ghost hash before setting out on this mission?
Whoa, the wind is like the music, man. I think my head is made out of reefer. Hey, buddy! I can do this really weird thing too, I'm Ghost Rider!
Ghost Rider seems a little slower and easily distracted this time around. Is he trying to remember what he does?
Let's see, I'm supposed to be something. Oh yeah, scary. I'm really scared! Whoa, thought I heard a contract for Left Behind too. Alright, I'm scary again!
Get some.
Really? That's your intimidating badass line? I've heard tougher things said on the X-Men cartoon.
Of course. Not.
Cage wakes up in the hospital later because, though easily surviving jumping off buildings, getting hit by trucks, and being blown up several times later, that little explosion apparently needed medical attention.
Very weird, mister.
He finds the mother and they agree to partner up to find the boy. The boy's apparently been kidnapped by henchmen of the devil, played this time by Kieran Hines.
Kerrigan.
I just love how that's the devil's ringtone. I mean, The fucking devil, the ruler of all darkness, the destroyer of everything good. His goddamn ringtone is... that. Why don't you just have fucking SpongeBob SquarePants while you're at it?
Carrigan.
Well, it does kind of make sense, seeing as this whole scene is shot like somebody's slide screen.
We had an agreement, Carrigan.
You told me to get a kid. Weird things, bad things.
Think of the child as a sort of computer.
I feel like I'm watching a backwards episode of 24.
What's not to understand? I want more.
Just a couple other people that made a mistake.
Put the boy on the phone.
Seeing how Ghost Rider can find anybody, the devil speaks some words into the boy's ear that summons something like a firewall. No, really, that's actually how they put it.
I just uploaded a little program. A firewall. Our friend on the motorcycle won't be able to sense him now. Of course, he still may be able to find you, so I suggest you keep moving.
So, what was the point of the firewall?
Something in Martina, ding dang dong, ding dang dong.
What was that?
I don't know. I just cut to it when I have no answers.
So while looking for the boy, Cage finds out that the mother is, again, to quote how the film puts it,
You're the devil's baby, Mama.
does that explain why this whole scene is shot with zoom-ins, even though there is nothing going on?
Tried to kill you and blew me up. You two were like boyfriend, girlfriend?
Is it symbolic, entertaining those who have the attention spans of babies? Look, audience. Movement. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. Look at the shiny.
Cage also goes into detail about why the devil may want to take human form.
Why does the devil walk on Earth in human form anyway? I have no idea. Passes on from body to body, down through history, waiting for the perfect fit.
Oh, come on, movie. Out of all the funny people you could have put in there, that's the one you went with?
Maybe it was to help the devil baby mama line seem more credible.
So he finds them, or makes them, using his greatest power. The power of...
ripping off Pink Floyd album covers?
the deal.
Oh. Because you ripped off a Pink Floyd album cover. It's a touch distracting.
It's kind of like having your deal picture look like this. It might ring a few bells.
The mother finds someone who might know where the boy is being taken. And get ready, people. This is Nicolas Cage at his absolute cagiest.
Scraping at the door! Scraping at the door!
I'm sorry, I was doing my impression of Bobcat Goldthwait getting castrated again.
What is done with you? There won't be anything left, do you understand?
There's nothing left now. I'm invisible compared to your acting.
Why would he just think it's so good? Glory! For Lord God's poor man is putting together a goddamn army.
After getting the location, Cage rides off into the night for some all too important mugging into the camera.
Okay, if this scene doesn't convince people that Cage literally wants to take these surgical procedures to become a cartoon character, I don't think anything will.
No kidding, every single one of those faces could have their own cartoon show.
Right? Let's see here, it's Pumpkin Chipmunk, the most adorable jack-o'-lantern to ever nibble your nuts.
Cuckoo Crazy, a cereal mascot who gets kooky if he doesn't get his Sugar Grahams.
Satani the Clown, teaching how to make upside-down crosses with construction paper.
Extra Steve, he's not on anything, he's just quirky, honest, that's what he tells his mum.
Pervy Eyes, say, is that 5-year-old single?
Skeletor, forcing half-naked men to be more open with their sexuality.
And of course, Devil Builder! I'm snuggly and soft! My mom never loved me.
He sneezes evil through his nostrils like squirting milk from your nose, allowing him to transform and find the boy. Before turning into a Decepticon, apparently.
What is it? I don't care.
I'm just here to be the Deacon Frost villain that's in every David S. Goyer script.
But the grenades, unlike last time, don't seem to hurt him. They just seem to do this to him.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a lazy edited scene that makes no sense.
Hey, I can see a number of my former houses from up here.
This leads to, and I'm not gonna lie here, a pretty sweet scene where he transforms a crane into a giant flaming chainsaw. Just by watching this.
No, Critic. We must balance out such mindless violence.
Right.
Right. Nah. So, after using Satan's weed whacker, Cage gets the boy to safety and starts to form a father-son bond with him. It's funny because the movie not only doesn't hide how bad they are at doing this, but they purposely draw attention to it.
It was a bee. Thought it was gonna sting your face.
No, I had a bee sting my face once, and now I look like a bloated John Voight.
How'd that happen?
Well...
It's funny because it's a jug and you don't usually drink from jugs, you drink from cups. Is that the joke there? Is this a new level of humour? They have taken comedy and they have just taken it to a level we just cannot comprehend. He drunk from a jug. Ha.
So the devil looks over what's left of his henchmen and brings him back to life as a burnt Matrix villain.
I'm giving you power. The power of decay.
That's right. Everything he touches literally decays.
No, wait. If everything he touches decays, then why don't his clothes decay? Why doesn't the truck he's driving decay? Why doesn't every step of ground he's on decay? Has the devil given any consideration for this guy and how he's going to live the rest of his life?
So, this is my pad, baby.
I'm so glad we met in that Hot Topic.
Yeah, it seems to be the only place people talk to me looking like this.
What do you say we take off all of our clothes and compare who's whiter?
I think that's a good idea, baby.
Damn it! Happens every time!
Well, guess I can shake the pistol solo.
So seeing how Ghost Rider is the devil's fallen minion and the boy is literally the spawn of all evil, obviously they're gonna have a lot of interesting things to discuss and figure out.
Hey, what if you have to pee when you're on fire?
Or just ask stupid fanboy questions.
What does your sperm look like when you're on fire?
Does it ever burn when you splooge on fire?
Have you ever prematurely ejaculated when on fire?
I swear that never happens, you know. I usually stay in human form, but you know, every once in a while you just touch me a certain way, it's like, and you know, that happens. So, bottom line is a phone over there, you want to call 911 or whatever, I'm just gonna start scraping at the door.
They go to another temple of monks, this time with much less computers because, as you can see, they wear their computers on their faces.
You mustn't be afraid. It was God that led you here.
A bunch of assholes wrote on my face when I was drunk. This is what I get for challenging people to Mortal Kombat with a K.
Cage tells the boy that he's going to stop being the rider, which pisses the boy off because, I don't know, they dicked around on a bike and made pee jokes.
It'll be all right. I promise.
Whatever.
Moro then shows Cage the way to exorcise the spirit out of his soul.
The body of Christ.
God tastes old, bitter, and stale.
Spoken like a true Catholic.
Whoa, God is awesome! I am totally wigging out on the blood of Christ right now. This is scraping at the door action, man! Woo!
Merry Christmas, you asshole!
He wakes up on Tatooine to discover that the monks have plans to kill the boy because apparently that's a Christian thing to do.
That boy is one of God's children! No!
He's not.
Don't make me play crossword with your face!
But everything goes kaleidoscope vision as Sabrepuss comes to wipe them all out.
By God, he pig-two'd him to death! He literally mowed him down!
Bet you're happy to see me.
Our heroes escape their confinement, wherever it was, and they try to make their way to save the boy, who's going to be put through the exact same plot as Ghostbusters 2, apparently.
This body I'm living in, it's dying.
Wouldn't it make more sense to hold on to him and raise him as evil so something stupid like this wouldn't happen?
Actually, a little time away from your kids is not always a bad idea. I sent my little Eveline on a trip to Texas not too long ago. How are you doing down there, sweetie?
Great, Daddy! I've just discovered how to cause the pain and suffering of others simply by using my mind. Listen.
And that's why this is the absolute worst! Oh God, not again!
Did you hear that?
I sure did. Papa's very proud of you.
My face! Oh my God, my face!
They grow up so fast.
So the devil calls a whole bunch of his wealthy followers, who all arrive in black cars, of course.
Well, of course. How else would we know they're evil?
Well, maybe by the black robes they're all wearing while chanting vague Latin.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I would assume Satan, the Lord of Darkness, would have a few more followers than that. I mean, really? Smash Mouth has a better turnout than the unholy demon of life?
Hey, give him some credit. He's been growling and gasping all of his lines. I doubt they could even understand it was him to begin with. Is there anyone in this movie who doesn't look like they're getting high at some point?
Hey, at least they got a good beat going there. Maybe we can mix in some scraping at the door audio from earlier.
Scraping at the door! Scraping at the door! Scraping at the door! Scraping at the door! He just take it so!
But Moreau, of course, being the black guy, has to sacrifice himself, meaning the boy is the only one left who can do anything.
Wait, am I you or you me? Am I half you or you half me? If you're half anything and this isn't completely done yet, why am I letting you walk up to this guy? It just seems like an ample chance to do that.
The boy gives Ghost Rider his powers back and takes all the evil souls to hell. But to be fair, those people's only crime was chanting, ah.
This, of course, leads to an exciting chase where the devil has to drive a car. Oh, for God's sakes. Why is the devil driving a fucking car? He's the devil! He shouldn't be restricted to driving a fucking car! Why do I keep seeing him do stupid human things? He's not a henchman from an early 90s comedy. He's the fucking devil!
Wait a minute, in the first one he lost his powers during the daylight, so why is he able to use them now?
Something in Martina, something
Okay.
in Martina, ding dang dong.
Okay, don't know what I did there, but I'll take credit for it.
I was never afraid of you.
Why would that make him angry? Does he have a part-time job as a haunted house ghost or something?
If so, I think Nicolas Cage's regular face would be scary enough.
Well, I'm sure I've broken every bone in that little boy's body. This calls for another jug of water. Hey, I want a Kieran Hines kite.
So he sends Pussy Devil back to hell, gives his weird Three Amigos salute, and tells the boy that he's okay.
Moreau said the writer was an angel that went crazy.
Is there ever a moment for Nicolas Cage not to laugh?
I don't know.
Did we win?
I'm gonna say yes. Hell yes.
Gripping at the door!
So that was Ghost Rider, Spirit of Justice. Is it okay if I borrow a certain British phrase?
Please do.
Fucking bollocks! Some things are improvements from the last one, like Ghost Rider looks a little cooler, there's some good action, and Cage at least has some of his traditional freakouts. But it still makes no sense, is annoyingly shot, and all the characters are even more boring cutouts than in the last film.
There's not enough screen time with Ghost Rider, and even when he is there, he just sways, stares, or screams. And what fun is that? The editing is a constant pain in the arse. Most of the jokes fall flat, and it's just all around awful.
No debate here. Well, thanks so much, DVD recording of MikeJ.
Anytime. Always happy to predict your mediocrity.
British twat.
Oh, by the way, look out for the Ghost Pony Rider cameo.
What Ghost Pony Rider? I knew he'd get in there somehow. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.
All right, let's watch some Ghost Rider 2.
Hello, Critic. Enough of that. Critic, I found a way to record myself onto every Ghost Rider 2 DVD in the world. Yeah, it was actually quite easy.
Is that Cage?
I think so.
About 10 films I reviewed, but I'll just ignore that
Huh.
altogether because I can let things go like
Was he always British?
Yeah, not a lot of people know that. Well, if he doesn't blow up something soon, I'm just gonna start reading my Jane Austen.
Nobody, not even you re-reviewing prick.
You're the devil's baby, Mama.